welcome to episode 11 of the Viking Way adventure. Today we start just south of Lincoln, went through the South Common up to Bracebridge Heath. So from here it goes along the escarpment through several villages such as Navenby and Wellingore. Hope you enjoy the walk with me today. It's very sunny, very nice day. You get fantastic views from this section of the Viking Way across the vale to the west as it goes along the escarpment. That's really good. So yeah, quite a few villages and quite a bit of variation. So if you enjoy this walk with me today. Sun is right in my eyes, but it's not as bad as yesterday when the storm being. That caused a lot of damage in the north. So there's the view to the south of Lincoln, towards Highcombe, and the Sherwood Forest in the far distance on the Trent Valley. So the Viking Way goes along this fine path on the top of the hill. So today is about a 9-mile walk, not very far compared to recently. Next week I'll be starting the Cleveland Way on day 1, so I'll be walking from Helmsley to Sutton Bank. That'll be a very nice walk, I'm really looking forward to that. Really quite hard filming along here because the sun's right in my face. Occasionally you get little gaps in the hedge, it shows a really good view. Here's a T-junction, where as you can see we go straight on. It's also called stepping out as well as the Viking Way. So looking back, it's a lot easier to film. So the houses now are coming to an end as we head towards the end of Bracebridge. Quite a lot of paths go off and onto the Viking Way. I don't know whether you can see, but the Viking Way continues right along the escarpment, right into distant hills over there towards Belvoir Castle. That's to the south along Wellington. So it's a long way to go. There's a Ridges and Ferries Arts and Heritage Trail as well. Straight on here. Ouch. frosty here. Nice view still. Very pleasant plantation. Coming out of the plantation into the open. We go to the right. Beautiful morning and beautiful views. So now we're approaching the village of Waddington. Now opposite the transmitters. Looking back, Bracebridge Heath and Lincoln fades away into the distance. Lots and lots of dog walkers. Nice to see people out and about. A bit hard to film. So here we go to the left through the village of Waddington. Onto the road. Little sign on the post here, Viking Way goes to the right, back into the blinding sun. Onward through the village, straight across. Still leaving the village, not seeing one bench or notice board about the history of the Viking Way. So it's a bit sparse, not a lot to talk about, except for a splendid view. Let's see what comes next on the Viking Way. Oh look, someone's left a Highland cow in the hedge. Don't see many of those around here. So there's Waddington, bye bye. Oh, it tried to run away. Got caught on a branch. Look cow. Trig point. That's a surprise. number 2952, just outside Waddington. Good. Can't get through, means I can't. And that is Harmston. So the owner of the manor house, Sir George Thorold, became the Lord Mayor of London, of all places. Harmston is 5 miles south of Lincoln. It was a very small place, but when the owner of the manor house sold his land, he built lots of houses towards the south of the village. Now we go to the left, to the main road. Might as well cross over here. So there you go, along here. And onward it goes. At some point it turns off to the right, onto a track, I believe. Hooray! The Viking Way goes to the right. Vikings to the left and charge! Ah, a little seat here on the edge of Coleby. It's getting a bit nicer now, a bit more scenic. Coleby's population is 600. It has one pub called the Tempest Arms. Coleby Church is Grade 1 listed. The original church was built by the Anglo-Saxons, but was rebuilt by the Normans and extended. Coleby Hall is Grade 2 listed, built in 1628 by Sir William Lister. Fine Norman Church of Coleby, and the Viking Way goes off to the left, along High Street. So the Tempest Public House, the Viking Way goes to the left, and then to the right, and continues on this escarpment. Nice little seats put out into the wall here, and the village green. Fantastic view from the pub. Having a little sit down in Coleby village. Next village is Boothby Graffoe, and then Navenby, before the final stop of Wellingore. It's a nice escape. Dovecote Lane. Here we go to the right. to the left. Blinding sun. And that's the end of Coleby. Into the open. Look at that view. Wow. So you see how it curves around to the right. Quite an escarpment here along the ridge. This section reminds me of the Lincolnshire roads. Huh. It's a clangy gate. What are these wobbly things? That clangy gate took me by surprise. I didn't really expect it. I didn't get excited or anything. It just arrived out of nowhere. It's delightful up along here, isn't it? Really nice. Been a bit depressing so far, but this is really uplifting. It's nice to be out now. I started off today not wanting to go out, but now I'm glad I did. It's always the case, isn't it? Start off miserable, end up happy. Bang, bang. So this must be the village of Boothby Graffoe. There's an old hall here. So through this clangy gate and into the village. So the frost on the ground. Right, there it is. Lovely sound. Very nice. I like these villages with the stonework. Really, really pretty. Look at it. So much character. Nice. Ah, first snowdrops of the year. What's that? Somerton Castle 1.5. Viking Way goes straight on. Quite a long village this is. Church ahead. Unbelievable, I just fell down, can you believe that? Tripped on a curb. Nice little pond, even nicer in the springtime. Looking back. It's a boggy stretch along here. Oops, sinking. There's an alternative route going through the woodland, which I highly recommend. Next village is Navenby. It's a gradual uphill to the village. There's the edge of the village. It's almost level with the height of the village now. So I'm just near the top of the hill. To the left. And then to the right. And down some steps to the lane. Then we go left. Looks like the Bridges and Ferries route goes to the right. Then we go right here along a path called the Catwalk. Meow. And now we go left. The end of the catwalk. Meow. Seems like this is one of those villages where the Viking Way has been diverted. It used to go down to the right, but now it seems to go to the centre of the village. Probably want to encourage people to go to the shops. Navenby village. There's no sign saying Viking Way, so I guess it's straight on. That was quite a plod through Navenby. Now back into the fields. Next village is Wellingore. And that's where the character of the Viking Way changes yet again. So that's where we come from. Village of Navenby and Boothby Graffoe in the nab end over there. We go this way to the plantation, then we go left, following the escarpment still. Go to the left. A clangy gate. There's the houses of Wellingore with the expired pine trees. Wellingore village hall, and we go to the right. Then up the main road, you go right.